Nou, dit is een van de bijzondere werken in uw stand. In hoeverre is het bijzonder, laten we zeggen, niet alleen qua kwaliteit, maar ook om het überhaupt te kunnen vinden en op de markt te kunnen brengen?
Het is ontzettend moeilijk om zo'n schilderij te vinden. Het is een groot schilderij, monumentaal. Het is op paneel, het is uncradled. En ja, dat is gewoon, dat vind je gewoon maar heel zelden, zoiets.
Ja. Dus, en dat komt uit een particuliere collectie?
Uit Italië. We hebben heel erg veel moeite gedaan en veel tijd geïnvesteerd om het schilderij te kunnen krijgen. En, daarna hebben we het maar bijna een jaar lang is het gerestaureerd. En je bent echt bezig met het schilderij langzaam naar de beurs toe te brengen. Ja. Klopt.
Een eye-catcher.
Enorm, ja.
Ja. Wat is het verhaal van het schilderij?
Het schilderij verbeelde 7 vrije kunsten. Het is dialectica daar, de beredeneerkunst, geometria, zij is de kunst van de meetkunde en de bouwkunde, arithmetica, wiskunde, astrologia, dus spreekt voor zichzelf, musica, grammatica en retorica, de kunst van de retoriek. En het verhaal dat hier verteld wordt, dat is eigenlijk het verhaal van de deugdzame mens die gesteund door de tijd, vader tijd, die daar met een zandloper en vleugels te zien is. En leunend op de stok van experientia, ervaring, aankomt in de tuin, in de hof van de vrije kunsten. Ja.
Je hebt vaak bij afbeeldingen, bij oude meesters, dat er nog wel eens wat ik zou bijna zeggen, triestige thema's zijn, maar hier leven we toch aangenaam.
Heel erg. Het gaat ook inderdaad echt om het bereiken van persoonlijke gelukzaligheid eigenlijk. Het is een heel positief schilderij, dat klopt. Ja.
Dus als we deze les een beetje volgen, komt het goed met het leven.
We moeten ons niet te veel van het rechte pad laten afwijken inderdaad. Ja, dat is inderdaad de boodschap. En dan word je, het gaat ook om roem. Hè. Hij heeft er niet voor niets een lauwerkrans om. Dat is echt zeg maar heel belangrijk in de filosofie van de late 16e eeuw. De neo-stoïsche filosofie was zeg maar het behalen van eervolle roem ook een heel essentieel onderdeel daarvan.
Vanuit welke periode is het precies?
Het is niet gedateerd. Maar ik denk dat het ongeveer tussen 1575 en 1590 is geschilderd. Ja.
Yeah, one of the actual items of TEFAF this year is of course Brexit. You see here a lot of dealers from London, but you show here maps and they prove that during all the centuries the borders changed a lot of times, in fact.
Indeed, one of the things we wanted to do with our display at TEFAF this year is to explore the history of the European nation state and the changing borders. And I think it's very interesting that the debates that we have now in politics, especially in the UK and with Donald Trump in America, and now with some of the more Central European nations, is the debate between globalization and nationalism. And this nationalism is defined on territorial borders that haven't actually always been set in stone. And it's very important for people to understand and to appreciate that the nations that we see today have changed over time. And in fact, these have not only been reflected in cartography, but also maps have helped to define them. And so some of the early mapping techniques were what helped to define the nation state, to separate it from the church and from feudal systems. And it's interesting here, for example, we have the De Witt map of the 17 provinces.
But you have to look in a way like this.
Orientation maps were originally orientated towards the east, and then in the 18th century people settled on the north. But prior to that, there was no firm decision about which way to orientate a map. The Netherlands and the Low Countries lend themselves rather to being actually in landscape rather than portrait. And in this map, it's very interesting to see the 17 provinces in 1670, long after they ceased to exist. So the map is an anachronistic and romanticized view of a land that used to exist, rather than the ferociously independent Dutch Republic by then.
And where are we now?
Here we are. We are in Maastricht, where we are technically.
You have a very good spot here on the corner and of one of the main roads, no?
No, it's a wonderful spot. It's we had before a smaller location, and I was able also to ask for a high ceiling, which is especially for contemporary good. It gives a good spirit, and the feeling is good. And no, I'm always very happy, and I'm going since ever to the Art Basel and so on. But TEFAF is something on its own in a very positive way.
Yeah. And this year, the first days, you are?
Good. Maastricht is, for me, it's interesting. The, let's say, modern or contemporary section is small, but we are bringing good clients to TEFAF who love to see old masters and to reflect on things. And on the other side, from time to time, an old master collector is wondering, what is this, and so on.
Yeah.
No, Maastricht has a very high standard of educated people.
Yeah.
And this is really good. Especially for me, it's very important.
Good visitors.
Yeah. And also good business. We're doing always well here.
I understood that this is one of your very special items here.
Yeah, Louise Bourgeois, one of the most important female artists for the last 100 years. And she is, for female artists, a very important thing because she was a great intellectual person. She was wonderful with her writings and so on, and fighting for equivalence of power between men and so on. And she nearly with 99 years passed away, and she was really working on different fields with stone, with fabric, with bronzes. And the wonderful thing on those bronzes, the polished bronze, the date is 1947, 1949. It's called Pregnant Woman 2. There are two versions. And her bronzes, they're normally in a 6 cast, but every cast is different, and she was not producing them somewhere. When one piece was sold, the next was done. And then she had ideas maybe to change the base or to change the color. So they're all really unique works. And well, we have in Europe placed a lot in public institutions, from the Tate, Amsterdam, and Brussels, Reina Sofia, and so on and so on. And now people are discovering it. They always seek contemporary or modern. There's secret artists, and it takes a while. You could also buy great Picassos up to the 80s without any problem, with very civilized prices, and then it was exploded. It takes normally 2 generations to understand things.